Hey everybody,
What's up, Amnesiacs?
we are back
We're back.
the next episode of the Axiom Amnesia Trivia for the Culture. Movies is our topic. We want to know, can you name these black movies?
By looking at a screenshot.
That's right. So it's going to be the ladies against the gents. I'm representing the ladies and he's representing the gents.
Yes, that is correct.
Are we ready to get started?
I think we are.
Alrighty. Let's see if you know what movie this is.
Oh, of course I know.
What movie?
This is Higher Learning. And it's very easy. So, you have Lawrence Fishburne
On the left.
on the left, Omar Epps, and Ice Cube. And at this part, they are talking about getting the knowledge and basically should you be a sellout or not, and that sort of simple discussion you can have on a brief occasion with a professor.
And do you know whose movie this is?
Yes, this is John Singleton.
Yes. You were just right on all accounts. I can't believe you got that movie that easily.
Yeah.
I was hoping that you wouldn't get the movie
Why?
just because I want to win. But it is Higher Learning, and those are all the characters that you named. Higher Learning came
Go
out.
ahead and give myself a point. Go ahead.
Give yourself a point. Higher Learning came out in 1995, and basically it's the story on a college of all of these different students from different walks of life and different races and stuff, and the tension that happens when everybody from these different cultures and genders and everything comes together. And it's a very explosive story, actually.
Oh yeah.
And as it, and it builds. I think this is one of John Singleton's best movies, and it does star Omar Epps, Lawrence Fishburne, Ice Cube. Regina King is also in this movie. You guys know I love some Regina King movies, or I just think she was in a lot of good movies.
Michael Rappaport, who really stole the show
With his character of Remy. Yes.
Yeah. Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow was not in that movie.
Yes, she was.
Who was Gwyneth Paltrow
I don't know.
in that
She's one
movie?
of those students.
She was not in that movie. That was Jennifer
No, you're
Connelly
talking
was
about
in
Jennifer
that movie.
Connelly. Yeah, she had
And
a big role.
then the other chick is not that's Christy Swanson. You're thinking of her because that's on she's on the cover.
Go ahead and Google it.
If you tell me Gwyneth Paltrow was in that, who was Gwyneth Paltrow?
Either she was the one who was in the class with the professor, or she was, I don't know, some other student.
That's Christy Swanson, because that's the one who got kicked out of the class because she didn't pay.
It was more than one person. No, he was.
Well, I don't know. You guys look, find out if Gwyneth Paltrow was in Higher Learning. I don't think she was, but if she was, let me know, because I will stand corrected.
Then I'll get an extra point on.
He'll get an extra point and he'll win this, because that's just how much I know Gwyneth Paltrow was not in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so yeah, and who else was in this movie? Actually, it was Tyra Banks. Busta Rhymes was in the movie. Tyra Banks was in this movie. And a little bit of trivia: Tyra Banks was actually dating John Singleton at the time, and I wonder if that's why she got kind of one of the female lead roles as Deja as Omar Epps' character, his girlfriend in the movie.
Malik,
I know, right?
Why are you acting like this?
I mean, and I just think this is a movie that everybody should see, especially the young millennials, because a lot of the themes and things that you see going on right now, this is nothing new.
You know what surprises me?
What?
This movie isn't as big as it should be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone should know about this movie, black and white, and especially, like gays, and then in the Me Too era and all that. Oh my, this movie is just
they need to
really
bring
powerful.
This one back.
Yeah.
I agree with you that, that's a good point. And we'll make sure that we talk about that.
A liberal classic or leftist or
I
progressive.
would think. But it just didn't really stand the test of time that way. Like, if you were around when it came out, yes. But not like, how when we were growing up, there were movies from previous generations that we knew because they just stood the test of time. Yeah. This isn't one of those ones that translated that way. So.
It wasn't.
Well, I'm ready for my point now.
You're ready for your point. You think?
Yeah, because I'm going to get it right.
All right. Well, let's see.
Okay, you playing games now.
What?
Let me see. Let me think about this. Oh man. First of all, this is unfair because the guy on the right, I can't tell. I can't tell who it is. His face is all turned and everything like that. And how am I supposed to know? But let me tell you what I think it is. The first thing that comes to mind is, like, I just don't know. I don't know this movie. I don't know when it was made. I feel like it was thrown back into like the late 60s, early 70s just because of what they're wearing. And I just don't know.
What if I gave you a clue?
I don't want a clue and then you question my point later. I want to get it all on my own. I
question it because it's not an easy clue.
Okay, give me a clue.
That it was directed by Michael Schultz.
That didn't help. That did not help.
You won't get a point, but I'll give you another clue.
Okay.
It's starring, the guy on the right is Glenn Turman.
Okay. I already know what it is now. Is it? I think I know. Is it Cooley High?
Yes, it is.
You know what? I should have gone with my gut because something said just say Cooley High. But let me tell you the movie I was thinking
instead,
of.
You said nothing.
Instead, I said nothing because the movie I was thinking of is, I don't even know the name of it, but you'll know it if I describe it. It's about the it's a war film, and then in the war, the guy is in Germany or something like that, and it's about Black war people, and he starts dating a white German woman. But when I thought about it, that woman had, I think, blonde hair. But anyway.
Yeah, this woman wasn't white.
Well, she looked white.
No, she was one of those light skins. But that do you know why I used that clip?
Why did you use that clip?
Because that's like the only scene where he's not wearing glasses. And the glasses would just give it away.
Yeah, because he had to take his glasses off to do whatever he was about to do. Or try to do whatever.
So it's Glenn Turman, Garrett Morris, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs. Do you know who that is?
Lawrence Hilton Jacobs.
He was in The Roots, and
he's the guy that was on
The Jacksons.
Well, and Welcome Back, Kotter. He was on that.
I don't know that.
Yeah, that's a real. I used to watch that as reruns. Yeah. My grandmother would be having that on at her house.
So,
but yeah, Cooley High. Let me tell you how I know Cooley High. Okay. So the only reason I know Cooley High, I saw the movie like once. I have not seen this movie multiple times in my life.
That's why you don't know it.
I've only seen it one time, and what prompted me to see it was the remake of the song "It's So Hard to Say Goodbye" by Boyz II Men, which was from this movie that they remade.
So what needs to happen is everyone go and watch this movie because they play that song at the end, and then you're just gonna break down
and start crying.
I've seen this movie so many times.
Yeah, see, and it's one of those ones I just did not see that many times.
You know, it's one of the first places. Well, it was before my time, so it's my earliest reference of pouring out liquor. Yeah, you know, but yeah.
Yeah, I knew nothing of all that.
Yeah, so basically it's just some friends who basically skip school and get into some trouble. Yep. So go ahead and watch Cooley High. So I think we are on. Who are we on?
It's my turn to ask you a question. And I'm hoping that you won't know this, but we're going to see. We're going to test your knowledge.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Do you know this movie?
Of course I do. Now, if you really want to get me, you would not pick Black movies from the 90s because I'm going to know every single one. So, the little boy that you see there is OG Bobby Johnson's son. I can't remember his name. Hold up. What was his name? I don't remember. And then you got Ray Ray up there who wants little Bobby to kill this guy who shot him in the back while little Bobby was trying to steal his radio. Well, he was running away and he shot him and he hit him with buckshots in the back. And the movie is called South Central. Deuce here. Yep.
Foolishness.
You know why I say deuce here?
Why you say that?
That was in the movie and I got 2 points.
So you get extra points? You're trying to give yourself extra points?
No, that's one extra point, but I got both of them, didn't I?
So you have 2 points to my 0.
Uh-oh.
That is not good.
It's not.
South Central was made in 1992. It's released then. And it's just basically about a guy who's sent to prison for 10 years. And when he comes out of prison, he wants to live this normal life. He wants to stop, the life of crime or whatever. But his son that you see pictured here is basically going to be taking the same path he was on. It's kind of like the same themes that you see in these movies where, the person gets old enough and they've learned their lesson and they're trying to tell the younger generation, but the younger generation ain't trying to hear it.
Yeah.
It's that kind of cycle of unfortunate things going on.
Yeah.
So.
And my favorite line from the movie.
What is your favorite line?
Is, damn, look at that beep. Just because it was ridiculous. You just have to see the scene and they're hanging out the car and stuff. And oh my God, it's hilarious.
I don't even, I can't recall that scene. See, this isn't one of those movies where I just know every scene back to back. So I probably need to refresh and watch South Central again myself.
Oh yeah, and so I have all of these movies on DVD. So just so everyone out there knows,
I can vouch for that because I'm like, who still has DVDs?
Yeah.
So yes, and then the other thing I'll say about this movie is I thought it was kind of a cool touch to Menace to Society when he's the guy who's, playing the character that's in jail and, Kane is going to get with his baby mama and stuff. So
the thing about these 90s movies or so-called hood movies of the 90s or gangster movies, they're not really just, gangster and violence. They all have really good stories with morals and lessons in them that a lot of people don't get, and a lot of people just write off as, just some gangster movies.
And they have these really round characters, I feel like, which nobody is all good or all bad, and you can usually identify with people and go, well, I understand he did what he had to do, and so it really doesn't make it easy for you just to have this, this villain. You can kind of empathize with a lot of different characters in these movies.
Yeah.
But yeah. South Central, make sure you see it.
South Central. And what's going to happen here is we're going to win because I think she's going to get this one wrong, and that means she's the.
Why are you trying? If I come out with 0, I'm going to be so mad.
People who know black movies, they shall know this one. And do you know it?
Okay, so let me look at my clues.
What?
I literally cannot believe I don't know this scene. Obviously, it's in California. A brick has been thrown through the window of a Cadillac Seville. It's the 80s. And I don't remember this from like Boys in the Hood. I don't remember it from Menace to Society. I don't remember this scene. Let me think about it. Movies that would have said that in probably a 90s movie. It's California. Clearly, that's a Seville that is early 80s. So it can't be like in the 70s. Oh, man. I don't want to say I don't know, but I'm a guess. I'm going to just guess. Boys in the Hood.
No.
What is it?
Never happened in Boys in the Hood.
I know. I didn't remember it.
This is.
Oh, wait a minute. Can I make a guess before you say it? Okay. Is it how to drink your juice in the hood and South? Was something? Is it the Wayans movie? Don't be a menace to South. Is it that?
No.
Okay. I just thought that would be an
You're going to be mad
guess.
at yourself.
Oh man. Okay. So let me just get my black card back right quick and say this. I can't believe that I did not know that scene. But I'll tell you what. But I'll tell you what. When it comes to the Friday movies, the first Friday was iconic and it was good. But I have to tell you, I like the Friday After Next with Day Day.
The Christmas one?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is like my favorite Friday, and I have seen that. Now, you show me any scene from that one.
That is the best produced one.
Come on now. With Money Mike and everything.
Oh, yeah. But the first one, right? With this scene, it was when Bernie Mac's character got caught by, what's the old guy's name?
I don't remember.
The little man.
I don't remember his name.
Messing with Miss Parker and he threw the brick.
Yeah.
I knew you were going to get it. You like somebody had a brick thrown. Oh my.
I mean, I could tell you, it could describe what it was. I just didn't remember that scene from that movie.
Down.
I just did not remember that scene from that movie.
Yeah, so it's from 1995, and basically 2 cats get in trouble with Big Worm, who's a drug dealer, and they have to pay him by the end of the day. And what's really iconic about this movie to me is that it's just about 2 guys who basically spend all their time on the porch all day long. Like, it's like really what happens. It's like really realistic.
Just spend their time sitting there talking, looking at the chick across the street, getting high.
Smoking, and that's it.
Well, I like the fact that it was all in one day. But I'll tell you, I'm no expert at the original Friday movie, except for like the main scenes where, everybody's like, you got knocked the bleep out, Yeah. Like that's a scene I would have easily known, but.
I feel really bad.
Why do you feel bad?
Because you're not going to get the last one.
You know what? That's all right, because just wait for the next episode. You will not get any of them.
Oh, wow.
Let me just pull from the 70s and you're going to be like,
let's
what
name all the people
who
are in this movie.
Okay.
You had the director, F. Gary Gray.
Yes.
Who was also in the movie. Did you know that?
No.
He was in the store.
Okay.
Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Chris
who wrote
Tucker.
it?
Oh, yeah. Who wrote it?
This was his first movie he wrote.
Chris Tucker, breakout star.
Mm-hmm.
Nia Long.
Yeah.
Tiny Lister.
Yeah.
Who I know from
Zeus.
From WWF back in the day. And then when he was in this movie, I was like, oh, it's Zeus. John Witherspoon.
Yes.
Regina King.
Regina King is in this movie too.
Uh-huh.
You know what they need to do? They need to do like 6 Degrees. You know that they had some kind of game, 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon or something back
Regina King
a long time ago.
Degrees.
Yeah, it would be like 3 Degrees of Regina King, because you could go, so-and-so was in this movie with so-and-so who was in a movie with Regina King. And 9 times out of 10, Regina King might just be in the movie.
Yep. Paula Jai Parker.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Faison Love.
Mm-hmm.
Bernie Mac. DJ Pooh.
Mm-hmm.
Anna Marie Horsford.
Yeah, she was from Amen. I think that was the name of the show. Yeah.
And Megan Good as a little kid.
But because I'm like, Megan, was she one of the ice cream kids or something? Okay.
She said, I hate him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's okay. I remember that. Somehow I've noticed that was Megan. Or maybe you pointed it out to me or something.
I pointed it out, probably.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to have to pay better attention to some of these movies then. Goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Is it on you?
It is on me. This is the final round. Obviously, there's no way that we can win, ladies. I'm sorry that we lost. The question is it going to be a total blowout or not? I'm hoping that he'll only have 2 points, but we're going to have to see what it's looking like. Let's see if you know what movie this is.
Yes. This is for the win. Well, I already won.
Stop being dramatic.
Let's look at the clues here. You have the shoes. Look at the second guy from the left. His shoes are some type of Air Max, I think they are, from around 2000s, late 90s.
You did not look at that and know that that's where this was
They're
from.
holding drumsticks.
That's the big clue.
And there's a woman with braids, and there's a guy in the middle. See, I can't see his face because our scoreboard covers it up, but that's cool because I know that's Nick Cannon, who starred in the movie Drumline. Oh, other clue, they're being hazed and stuff. Yeah. HBCU.
You are correct.
I am champ.
This is the movie Drumline.
This is going to be a clean sweep.
It took you how many episodes?
Finally, somebody won, though.
It took to the 5th episode for the tiebreaker.
Like
nope, that's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I shall return. I'll be back.
Probably. Yeah. So yeah, I forgot Zoe Saldana was in there.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell you. So Drumline, this is from 2002. So you were about right. And the story is the story of a band director who gets this Harlem drummer to come and go to Southern University. And that's it. Well, actually, no, he didn't play at Southern. He played at another.
I forgot. It's a made up school.
Yeah, it was a made up school, and then Southern tried to. Brown. And the rival was Morris.
Yeah,
why did
it was Morris
Southern?
Brown tried to recruit him because he has those Southern colors on.
Southern. I misunderstood the writing. A Southern University, but anyway.
Yeah. So let me tell you how I will always get this one right, even though it's not from the 90s.
Okay.
My nephew, he watched this movie over and over and over for years, right? And then he picked up drumsticks, started playing drums until he went off to college and played drums. Like, that's what this movie done for him. And I seen this movie every time I went over there to his mother's house. He was watching this movie.
Goodness, over and over. I guess that's how it is when you have a movie you really like.
Another story concerning that. In the 90s, you know, you had a Bayou Classic Southern versus Grambling, right? On VCR, we recorded a scene. You know, halftime show, big thing. Recorded that, and he would always want to watch that over and over and over when he was, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 and stuff.
He just was attracted to the Drumline, to the music, to the band.
Crazy story.
Well, yeah, so this was Nick Cannon, Zoe Saldana. Other people in the movie include Jason Weaver, who actually was a singer. He had a couple R&B hits as a kind of a kid, like a teen or something like that. He was young when he had R&B hits.
Orlando Jones.
To me, this is, out of all the movies I've ever seen Orlando Jones in, this is probably one of his best performances because
it wasn't a comedy role.
It wasn't a comedy role, and he was just in this. He was in the zone with this. Like, I believed him, and usually, I don't think you really see all that great at acting in, you know, you're just kind of your typical. I don't even know what you would call this. Comedy love. Competition type, you know, teen movie. Because to me, this is, even though it appealed to older people, this was still kind of in the teen movie realm. So, yep, that is Drumline 2002. I'm scared.
You're scared. Let me make sure. So it's 3-0, and I have to get this next one ready, and she's not going to get it. So we'll just get this out the way real quick. Because that's how you do me. And if you can't see the face, just let me know and I'll remove the the scoreboard.
Wow, you just went totally foul with your picks this week, because I don't even know where to start except to say that this is in the 70s sometime. And I don't know, is this Car Wash? I mean, I'm totally just guessing.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess. Oh, I got it.
Wow.
I
thought it was going to be a total blowout.
But
do you
seriously,
know who
that is the guy in the background?
Yeah.
Or her? No, I can't see his face enough
see, that's
to know.
why you don't know.
Who is it? Oh, George Carlin?
Yes. Car Wash, 1976. Directed by, guess.
Schultz?
Michael Schultz. Yes. He had some hits in his day.
Yeah, since that's who you like to pick.
It's these people. These people who are work at a car wash and all sorts of things go on.
Okay, so let me say this for the record. I could not tell you what goes on in this movie. This is one of those movies I may have seen once in my life. I think I just may have missed I was too young.
It's on my Richard Pryor 4 movie DVD.
Okay. So see, I couldn't have told you who all starred in it. The only thing is I know is the song. So, I can give you some of the cultural clues, working at the car wash.
Who made the song?
I don't know.
Huh.
And I may have only known that because it was on one of those commercials that used to come on BET back in the day, like where you get all your compilation of 70s hits.
Mm-hmm.
That, so this is one of those things I don't know firsthand.
So you had George Carlin, Bill Duke.
Okay.
The Pointer Sisters were in there, Richard Pryor, Antonio Fargas, and Clarence Muse, who was in movies way back in the 20s. He was in movies in the 20s,
so he was 30s, an old man 40s, in this movie.
50s, 60s, 70s, yeah. And Richard Pryor has a hilarious character.
Well, now I need to go back and watch Car Wash.
Yeah, but at least it's not a blowout.
It wasn't a blowout, ladies. At least I gave us a respectable loss, even though it wasn't what I wanted to see happen this time around. But let us know in the comment section how many you got right. Am I the only one that got those 2 wrong? Because those questions were really hard. Well, okay. you know what? There was really no excuse for Friday. I should have gotten that right, but oh well. But share this, challenge your friends, find out if your friends are just as deficient as me in answering these movies.
And find out if they are 90s stars like me.
Yeah. So find that out. Be
Word of advice to you. No words of advice. I was going to say don't put 90s movies, but keep doing that.
Yeah,
so I can keep winning.
You know, unfortunately, some of the movies are already picked for future episodes, but I may need to make a few changes. But also, if you have any ideas of movies, if you guys know something that can stump him, go ahead and please comment that, because, you know, I do need some help. I already got some help from one of our viewers. She's giving me a movie that I think that he may have a little bit of trouble with. So we're going to see. It's not a 90s movie, so look for that in an upcoming episode. Anyway, so, and by the way, just be sure to check the description. We have links to Amazon. It helps us out a little bit. So even if you're just going to go rent and do whatever with Amazon, if you click through our link, that would be great for us. So share and everything, and come back for the next episode.
Holla.
Bye.